Yo, what's up? Your your boy the punk has at itself. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome to another quick guide video. Welcome to Zelda Tears of the Kingdom itself. In this guide video, I'm gonna showcase you exactly what you need to do to find the best weapons that Zelda has to offer. Yes, I'm talking about the perfected version of every single decay weapons that you can find within Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. You can find them very easily. They are extremely potent, especially if you try to fuse them with enhanced fusing materials itself. And these weapons are a little bit tricky to find, but if you do know how to find them, they are extremely potent in your survivability and your playthrough if it comes to Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So if you like this content, do not hesitate one lick of a second to smash the like button, your comment down below, and of course subscribe to the channel. Like we always like to do, to keep it short, straight to the points, and all the information that you need, you're gonna find it of course straight here. Once again, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for choosing Punkhazer TV as your gaming entertainment. And let's go. Now, if it comes to Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, there's an abundance form of weapons you can find left and right. The most unique weapons are based on zone legendary weapons, and every zone weapons have its own uniqueness. The Kokoro have its own weapons, the Gerudo have their own style of weapons, the Zonais, the Zoras, just name it. Every single culture have its own form of weapons, and every single of these weapons you can find them eventually then if you go in the depth of the Zelda Hyrule playing field itself. For the sake of this guide, I'm gonna showcase you this on the Kokoro weapons itself, where you can find not only the legendary version of their weapons, of their culture itself, but you're also gonna find the perfected version of it. And the same method, you're gonna apply it to all the weapons of every single zone. That means you can apply this as well towards the Gerudo, the Zoras, just name it itself. The same method always applicable and it's work with every single one of them. For this guide, we are right here in the Kokoro Forest itself. So if you're new to Punkhazer, you're probably not gonna know it yet, but you have a specific guide that explains exactly how you can get yourself within this forest itself. To make sure that the video is short and straight to the point like we like to do it, we're not going to show this walkthrough again, though I do going to recommend you to go and check into the representative page. You're going to find yourself a specific guide how you can get yourself to the Kokoro Forest. Once you're in the Kokoro Forest itself and you watch the gameplay walkthrough, you beat the zone, you have the Deku Tree itself, and you need to respawn yourself of course right here in front of the Deku Tree. We're going to enter his mouth and we're going to zap ourselves all the way to the top itself. Once we reach all the way to the top, you're gonna find this little gentleman right here. This is a Kokoro. He has a little side quest for us. This side quest is dedicated in finding the legendary weapons that he hid for his fellow companions within the forest of Kokoro itself. But these weapons are quite easy to find. The very first weapon you're gonna find it exactly here is a spear. The second weapon you're gonna find here on top of this tree branch of the Kokoro tree. You're gonna find the sword. And the last but not least of the weapons you're gonna need to find is of course the shield itself. The shield is finding himself all the way to the bottom and underneath the mouth of the Deku tree itself, exactly right here in this position. You're gonna find the shield itself. Once you have these weapons, and the one thing they need to do then, we need to go to step 2 of this walkthrough. Step 2 of this walkthrough is very simple. Use the weapons that you have right now and make sure that they break. What it's going to do now is going to be accessible into the spoon of respawning of the weapons that we're going to need. It's become very clear later on. Once the weapons are broken, we need to now venture ourselves exactly right here in the depth of this map itself. We're going to venture downwards all the way to the depths of this zone of the Kokoro itself. We're gonna make sure we venture ourselves all the way towards the Kokoro center of the map itself, exactly right here where we are. I'm showcasing you right now on the map. And from this point we need to find specific locations, and these locations you're gonna find these ghosts wielding specific form of weapons. There are 3 type of weapons they're gonna wield: a great sword, normal swords, and of course a spear. And how you can find these ghosts is very simple. The moment you activate it, of course, the zone itself, you open the great tree and you illuminate the entire zone. You need to look on your map a specific area itself. And these areas is, for example, these circles here. There's some very small circles within another circle around it. If you see this very carefully on the map, these are always the indication that you're gonna find these ghost areas. What I like to do, I like to put the different areas in different form of emotes. Smaller shield I put in the form of a weapon emotes. Bigger weapons I put in the form of a person. And of course spears I put in the form of a leaf itself, because you can throw it. Like this, I always know which weapon I can find in which position the moment I want to farm a specific weapon. Why is that very important? Because at every single blood moon, these weapons respawn themselves in the pool itself. So the moment you come here for the first time, it's very important actually you find this location of this zone and you take the weapons from the weapons are displayed from this ghost itself. The best thing I found personally, then you need to wait for just one blood moon, so the weapons that you have chosen, took and broken comes into the pool of respawning itself. The moment you already have the indication where all these weapons are going to come, where these ghosts are, it's very easy for you to backtrack where you all need to go. That's why it's very important that you put these indications of a different form of weapons where you can find them where, so you don't need to traverse and mountains and research where you need to go. You know exactly where you are. A little bit of a management, you could say. Once you did that after the second full moon, you come back here. Only thing you need to do at this point right now is save this area before you reach the first ghost. Now once you saved your first ghost, you go to the weapon area you want to have the better version of these weapons. So we want to have the sword of the Kokoro itself. So we need to go exactly right here, and this indication of the sword itself. We're gonna get, before we enter here, we're gonna approach it and see which weapon he has. He has a different weapon that we need. The only thing we need to do then is respawn the zone itself and we'll go back to the same ghosts. And we're gonna repeat this process until we have the weapons that we need. And as you can see right now, and this reload, we have managed to have, of course, the Deku weapon itself, the perfected version of this weapon without him being decayed. It's very simple, and you can apply this method to every single weapon you're gonna find, of course, within Hyrule, Plainfields, and Zelda: The Tears of the Kingdom itself. I keep doing that until you find the weapons that you need, and of course you have a collection of all the perfected weapons of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. But before we leave, there's one thing I do need to re-mention if it wasn't clear. The weapon that you find, it's really important that you look at the representative zone. The Garuda weapons you're only gonna find in the Garuda zone. The Zora weapons you're only gonna find in the Zora zone. The Kokoro weapons in the Kokoro zone, and etc, and etc, and etc. So if you find a weapon that you really want, make sure that you are in the depth of Hyrule itself, exactly in the zone of that representative weapon culture itself. It's very important, otherwise you will not be able to get the weapon that you want. These ghosts only respawns the weapon dedicated on the cultures that are represented in the zone that they are beneath it. It's very important that you understand that. And that's it, guys, and so it's very simple guide if it comes to Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom itself. And if you like this content, do hit that thumbs up, use a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. I'm your host, the one and only Punkazis, and thank you very much for being here, and thank you very much for choosing Punkazis TV as your gaming channel to be if it comes to your gaming entertainments. I stream on a regular basis, and of course you're gonna find my streaming page, my Instagram page, my Twitter page, my Discord page, and all the social media page linked on the description down below. You can see what I do in the daily basics. When I stream, you come and chill with me during my stream page, ask me whatever thing that you want to ask, and just come and laugh and have a good time, and of course good vibes, because if it comes to Punkazis TV, the one thing I always say is only one love and one love only. Yeah, on that note, so thank you very much for being here. I'll say enjoy your journey into Hyrule itself, and hope I can see you all the next time, the next Let's Play, gameplay walkthrough, tip and trick, guide video where we do within the channel itself. Because we are a variety type of a gamer, we stream a lot of games and we make a lot of contents for different type of games. So you're definitely gonna find the right game here in this channel, and maybe newer games you're gonna love to enjoy, or maybe games you will say I always find it difficult to play, but within Punkazis TV we're gonna make it easier for you to enjoy. If that sounds cool for you and you are interested, don't forget to subscribe yourself to the channel, and I'll see you of course the next one. And remember, the like, the comment, and the subscription is all for free. but it helps me tremendously a lot as a young content creator, moving my algorithm moving forward. Once again, thank you very much. I'll see you guys next time, man. One love. Thank you. Peace. Merci. À plus. Ciao, ciao.